and those memories will last forever. To mention a few, walking the sheep from the back of the pickup, feeding and showing livestock, roping in the practice pen at your grandpa's place, and probably my favorite, being your team roping partner in high school. Thanks for being there with me and for me.
So over the last year, I realized that I've kind of been living a lie a little bit. For some reason, I thought my name was Colby. It turns out it's Kirby's older brother. And I can honestly say that is the best honor I've ever had the opportunity to be called. I often get asked, was it cooler for myself to be elected or a state officer or my brother? And it's a quite simple answer. It's the coolest opportunity that I've ever got to experience in my entire life was watching my little brother get elected to a state office. It's hard to find somebody with more drive, more compassion, and more care than what our next speaker is. So it's our pleasure to introduce
my best friend
and my little brother, the 2018-2019 Wyoming FFA State President, Kirby Hales.
I'm a little boy, doesn't say a word, except his ball. He is undeterred. Says I am the greatest there has ever been.
Did you all know that each and every one of you have a little bit of magic inside of each of you? I'll prove it to you. Everyone hold both of your hands up just like this. Now line up the bottom of your palms and look at the tips of your fingers. Most of you will notice that one hand is just a bit larger than the other. So take that smaller hand and stare it directly in the palm. And you'll repeat after me. Hand, you're going to grow. You're going to be the biggest hand in this civic center. Can you feel it working? Can you feel it working? Now line up the bottom of your palms and look at the tips of your fingertips. Now which hand is larger? You can do the same exact thing to make yourself a bigger and better person every single day. September 29th, 2015 was a day that made the world seem backwards. See, my friend Kyle Dory was experiencing headaches for days on end, and once he figured out that this was a bit strange, he went to the doctor to get this checked out. But the doctors unable to put their finger on what exactly was happening. They ran a quick MRI, and when the results came back, he was quickly thereafter rushed to the Children's Hospital in Denver. On his trip there, I received a text. I have a tumor on my brain, and I'm being rushed to Denver. Once I got this text, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't scream, I couldn't cry, I couldn't do anything. I knew it was from that point I needed to cherish every moment. Kyle was in and out of school because of his extended stays in Denver receiving treatments. But when I was able to finally meet up with him and ask him how he was doing, he always answered, "I beat the odds one more day." These were words that I never expected to hear from someone who was just faced with something that would change their life forever, yet still stay so positive and look into the future. These words have stuck with me since then. As we live our lives day in and day out, it's inevitable that struggles will get thrown our way. But in the words of Kyle, we need to beat the odds one more day. Now, for those of you who know me, know that I love expensive online shopping for sheep and cattle. And I love barns full of them. There aren't very many days that I can think that I haven't spent in the barn. But when I got the call that my barn was burning down, I was devastated. As I got back to Laramie that night and stepped into the corrals, there was grain on the ground, but no feed bins. And the panels that I built in the ag shop that were once black and shiny were now covered in soot and mangled. And the barn that once stood is now a pile of ash. Although this was hard on the family because the thoughts of what could have happened kept running through our minds, it was that same type of positivity that Kyle had instilled in me that changed my perspective. I knew it was time to think of what we can do and where do we go from here. How are you going to make that change to make today the most positive day that you can? January 10th, 2019. Kyle was going back into the doctor's to receive a checkup MRI as he was preparing to leave on his mission to New York. And that night, I received another text. The tumor has relapsed. It's on my spine this time. Again, I was stuck at a point of not knowing what to do and what was going to happen. But when I was finally able to meet up with Kyle again and spend some time with him, he still put off that same type of positivity. He knew with that same type of positivity and faith, he'd already beat it once. So why can't he beat it again? Folks, every day is a new page in your book. Why go through life living by what people say you can't do? What's holding you back right now from living the most positive life that you can? Every single day, you need to change that perspective. Take the turn and make that difference. Within all of you and make that change today. Right here, I have living, breathing proof of what a strong faith and a positive mindset can do for all of you. Kyle, you have been such an inspiration to me, and now you're here being an inspiration to all of us. So Wyoming FFA, live like Kyle and beat the odds one more day.
Strike through. Now it's supper time, and his mama calls.
Kirby, through your belief in people, your positivity, your hard work, you have shown us all how to beat the odds. And this year we have watched you truly lead Wyoming FFA into the glorious sunlight. Wyoming FFA, for your final time, your 2018-2019 State President, Kirby